Finally, the chapter ends on hybrid cultural forms. And these are the new and distinct forms created by a mix of different cultures and appropriation of other cultural forms based on local knowledge and practice. Yeah, so the example of reggaeton, right, is a good example, right? It's reggae and but also sort of hip hop and this sort of inflection of Caribbean music, right? All in kind of one, right? Reggae, Caribbean music kind of comes together to create reggaeton, and that's an example of kind of like a hybrid cultural form. Also, lots of hybrid cultural forms are like food, right? Like Korean Mex uh, food, sushi, burritos, right? This kind of mixing that occurs. You know, hybridity can also be considered like transculturation. So like when something enters from one culture and then kind of becomes distinct and new in a new culture, right? So like baseball in Japan, right? It's still baseball, but it's also hybridized, right? It's very unique. You know, the way they understand honor and the norms in Japanese baseball are different than the norms in American baseball, but it's still baseball, so it's been hybridized, right? Yeah, so reggaeton we definitely see it in food. Comex, that's what it's called. Comex. Yeah, Korean food mixed with Mexican food, right? To create this new idea, this like Comex food burritos, right? For example, uh, hybrid culture forms as resistance, employed out of fear of total assimilation, means of cultural maintenance. Yes. So rather than being assimilated fully, you can maintain some aspect of your original culture, right? And kind of make it unique, right? So, you know, one time I went to a barbecue at a friend's house, and she's Filipino, Black, and Mexican. And remember, it was like we had like short ribs and rice at the barbecue, and then in the morning, her mom made us chorizo and eggs. You know, and it's kind of all three in this in her household. You know, and so it is a way of kind of like not becoming one thing and not becoming totally assimilated. And so it's a means of cultural maintenance, right? Of kind of maintaining your homeland, maintaining your identities, while at the same time, you know, taking aspects of the culture where you live and integrating it in a productive and meaningful way. So hybrid cultural forms are all around us, right? I'm sure you can think of more than me, right? This kind of mixing that happens where uh, one culture meets another culture and sort of creates something else. There's a kind of fusion, and this term in the anthropological term for this is often a syncretism, and uh, and also transculturation. Yeah, but yeah, what other hybrid forms can you think of that are a good example of cultural globalization?